Good morning. Happy new moon in Taurus. How are you doing? This is Tyra Omilade, your goddess guru, your sister. And I love it helping women align with their life purpose using ancient wisdom so that they confidently and courageously live the amazing lives they know they deserve. I wanted to get on today and talk to you about this new moon in Taurus. It's such an exciting moon for a number of reasons. So, what I want to talk to you is about the wisdom of the moon, like what's the astrology of this moon. I want to give you some wisdom from the Metunetter Oracle, and I want to also just share a few suggestions and tips for you on how to maximize this moon. Whether you are here live or watching the replay, I would love to know that you are here. So, let's talk about this. So, something that I love sharing with my inner circle is about why do we work with this new moon? And part of the reason we work with the new moon, I'm pulling up some graphics, is because it's it's a time, or any new moon is a time of new beginnings. It's a time to have a fresh new start. So many times we just get caught up in like the rut. We are just doing the same thing over and over and over. It feels like we're on a hamster wheel. We can't get off the hamster wheel. And so, because one of the things I love talking about with the goddess centered lifestyle is understanding cycles. And so, we always want to take advantage of when we have a new cycle. And so, that's why it's so important to work with the new moons so that we can give ourselves a fresh new start. We can give ourselves a new beginning. um, we can begin to shift our behavior and move in a different direction so that because yeah, look, at the end of the day, we have control of our lives. We may not have control over everything in the world. We may not have control over everybody in our lives, but we do, in fact, have say so in our lives and what we are experiencing in our lives. So, this is an opportunity for you to reset something in your life. Okay, so what does Taurus have to do with? Taurus has to do with money. It has to do with storage and finances, material wealth and abundance. So, isn't it great to work with this energy of the new moon so that we can have this fresh new start? We can, um, you know, make some intentions regarding money and material manifestation. It is tantamount to what if do you want to manifest something? If so, let me tell you, this is the time to set these intentions to do so. This is why I love this moon, because Taurus is the most inert sign, meaning it is the one that is the most connected to this earth plane. Why are we in this earth plane? We're in this earth plane to experience all the glories and wonders of the space time continuum. We're not here to be cogs in a wheel, even though, to be honest with you, whatever experience we have is beautiful. But we're not actually here just by happenstance, is really my point. And so, yeah, I encourage you to think about, what is it that you want to manifest? What material manifestations do you want to have? It's also a time to talk about or look at our self worth and our self value. A lot of us, we're lacking that. And this is such a good new moon to set intentions like, I am somebody. I believe in myself. I believe in my destiny, my mission here on earth. Believe in myself for no other reason than I'm just wonderful. I'm glorious. Like, think about Taurus. It's about the earth. And the earth is wonderful. Like, when we really get out and we start looking at the earth. I remember the first time I saw the Grand Canyon, I was like, okay, I'm a changed woman. It's like, it really showed me the glory and wonder of this earth plane and the energy that created it. It just shifted my whole consciousness and being, right? This is you. This is me. This is what Taurus is here to help us to realize and recognize. that we have that inherent worth, we have that inherent power within us. And so, yeah, I encourage you, if you do struggle with self worth and self value issues, to um, definitely look at setting some new moon intentions regarding that. And something else that I'll say is it's also about our values. And I put a video out the other day about that and how important it is for us to revisit our values. This is like one of the most underestimated things we can do. Who even really talks about it? Like, people will talk about, oh, you got to have values. But honestly, how many of us actually do intentional work regarding our values, where we literally look like, okay, if I say I value fill in the blank, then the proof will be I will be focused on that thing. See, this is why we want to revisit our values, because what we value, that's where our energy is going to go. And that's what we're going to manifest. Those are the experiences that we're going to have. And so it also is like a throat check, it's like, hey, if I say I really value, getting an education, then I will, even if getting an education means that I go to Udemy and buy a $9 course, I will get my education one way or the other. Or if I really value my family, then I should be spending time with my family. Um, or if I really value a relationship, I will be pouring time, energy, and effort. Do you see how this is a power tool? So I encourage you during this new moon, renew your commitment to what is it that you really value? Because what you value, your ashe, your life force energy, your attention, your focus, that is where it's going to go. Okay. So I encourage you to have a high level of value around whatever it is you set at this new moon. So for me, I have one regarding this business that you see me in the process of creating, showing up in a bigger way and making sure I can help as many people as I can. The value, me renewing my commitment to this means that I will be spending my time working on this business, coming in here, sharing videos. And I'm just being 100 with y'all. Like, this is what I'm working on. Like, this has been my focus for 2 years, trying to figure this out. Another one is my health. Now, I have placed a high level of value on my health over the last year since I got to stop teaching fitness. And so I have invested in classes to help me understand what's going on with my perimenopausal body and what can I do about it. I don't want to just accept it, right? And a lot of self-care that I've had to do for myself. And I know that it's valuable because I see myself doing these things. So I'm using mine as an example. I would love to hear from you. How do you show what what you say you value, you actually value it? The earth. One of the things I talked about with my inner circle members is how important it is for us at this Taurus new moon to renew our commitment to the earth, our earth mama, and, saying, this is what I will do. This is how I'm committing to Mother Earth in your own way. Everybody has to pick whatever works for them. Also, the body, self-care, the food. Parts of the body that Taurus rules are the neck, the throat, the mouth, the teeth, and the voice. These are all, you can set intentions regarding these. It's perfect. It's like every month we get a new year. So this is like Taurus New Year, based on the moon. Hi, Jasmine. Good morning. Glad to see you here, baby girl. I love my Jasmine. Okay, so next, Taurus, this is one that I am really pushing out to the sisters. The brothers, you need to hear this too. However, the sisters, it is almost like life and death. We don't seek enough pleasure. Okay, we don't allow ourselves to really engage with our true desires. And this is how we end up feeling off center with our destiny. right? So it's so good to have pleasure and to go for your desires and to really step into sensuality and sexuality. This is a part of how we manifest what we desire. It's through feeling good. This is how Taurus makes things happen. Taurus is like, oh, I just feel good. And stuff just comes Taurus's way. Now, I'm not saying all Tauruses are getting everything they want. I'm saying this is the pure energy of Taurus. Taurus is relaxed. Taurus is more of like a receptive energy. Remember, it's ruled by Venus. It's ruled by a planet that's about harmony and pleasure and relationship. So Venus isn't out here fighting. All right. Venus is like, you know what? I just know everything is going to come my way. So I just may as well feel good about it. Like, this is just what I do. Okay. It's the same energy as the goddess Oshun, as well as, I love Urzali. Okay. Saraswati. These goddesses that have to do with magical, beauty, bliss, blessings. Okay. So these are things to think about. Hey, Johnny J. Oh, that's beautiful. Life and death. Oh, yeah. Literally less than 10 minutes ago. Two deer. Yes, that is so, oh, yeah. That's such a good sign because when we see, and I know this is a little bit of a deviation from this, but I just have to touch on this because this is very important. When we see Oya in the form of deer, that's the gentle Oya. So that's like a true blessing. I love that. I love that. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Okay, so let's see here. Now, some things to think about with this moon is it has the energy of Uranus. And so it has the energy of Uranus and Saturn in it. Now, why is this important? Number one, Uranus is saying, hey, you need to be open to up level, but it might be all of a sudden. You need to be open to something unexpected happening. And then Saturn is saying, hey, you need to understand that hard work is required. Like, you're going to have to take the path to get there. And this is a theme that we're dealing with all year long. Like, people underestimate, or it's not that people underestimate it. Let me say it this way. Most people don't understand that the most impactful transits are the ones that last a long time. So this might mean that this transit is lasting a few weeks, a few months, a year, couple of years. I have a transit that I'm going through. It started back in 2018 and I'm still going through it. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's because planets that move slowly, it's like they just hold the pressure and the tension. And so part of this moon is this pressure and tension between Uranus and Saturn. And they are both like intense energies. And Uranus is like bang and up level and move into something new and progress. And Saturn is like, hold up, Saturn. I mean, Uranus, hold your horses. You will take the beaten, not the beaten path, but you will take the path, that is given to you. I know you like up leveling and just kind of like jumping over certain steps, but you're not jumping over certain steps. Not in 2021. Not in 2021. So Saturn is saying, hey, you're going to have discipline, and for these new moon intentions, you must have discipline. Actually, it's for all year long, y'all. Seriously, like all year long, you'll be feeling this urge to go forward and move and change. But Saturn is like, hey, what's the next step you're supposed to take? It's 4 steps. You're trying to get to step 3, but you haven't finished step 1 yet. That's what Saturn is saying. That's what it's bringing to this energy, to this moon. So I encourage you to allow yourself to be infused with the energy of Saturn and Uranus. Progress, and you're just going to go for it. But at the same time, discipline and hard work and patience It will really win you a lot. And you can infuse your energy with this, just even right now, take a moment to just feel the energy of like electricity going through your body, but see it being completely and totally focused and directed in the direction of your intentions, and open yourself to being willing to stick and stay. Like I've said all year, y'all, this is a year to stick and stay and to take every step by step by step by step. Okay. Lastly, the other thing that I'll say about this is it has a lot of blessed energy in it, like the energy of magic, but it also has some energy about it that is, you could be getting a lot of downloads, new ideas regarding, like, what can you do regarding your destiny or something that you're working on. You might get a lot of new ideas from that. um I didn't I created this playlist. I'll put it in. I don't know, I guess I'll have to come back and put it in for I put it in for my inner circle, but I will make it public. Yes. Downloads and dreams. I love downloads and dreams. They are the best. So if you are watching this in the replay, especially if you're on YouTube, you'll see this under the chat. I put in a Spotify playlist. So let's see here. What else did I want to share with you all this morning? This energy is very blessed. I'm looking down at my notes. New moon in Taurus, energy surrounding it from the Metu Netter, which is one of my oracles that I use. It's like my main oracle. I've used this oracle for 20 years. Is the energy of stepping into being more authentic, as well as abundance, and really, the awakening. I'll say it that way, awakening to a new level of awareness. I do encourage you to meditate today. And then it has the energy of Het Haru. Het Haru is the same energy as Oshun, is the same energy as Venus, which Taurus is ruled by this energy. It's like a double yes. This is so abundant. I just implore you, please, with every fiber of my being, I ask you to write down what it is you want to manifest. I don't care if you just pick up some envelope and just scribble them down. I don't care. Write down what it is you wish to manifest. It's so important. One of the Odu that I really think is good for this moon, and I'm going to show you why. I pulled up some, wait a minute, affirmations. One is, I see beauty everywhere. And that is, I think, so important. I'm telling y'all, this last 4 years or so for me, I've been battling being cynical. It's just so much going on in the world. It's so easy to really latch on to conversations that are hyper focused on, let me not say hyper focused on, but that are focused on what I see in the world that I don't like. It's very frustrating, and to feel powerless. And so it almost feels like, well, the world is just going to hell in a handbasket, but I have to choose to see the beauty. If all I do is to see the beauty in, you all are gorgeous souls that I get to connect with, or, I have my family, I get to look out at nature. Like, I'm fortunate. I live in a state where there's a lot of nature. I get to see the beauty of nature. It's like we have to go out of our way. And Taurus reminds us of this because, again, this is part of how we stay healthy. I'm just being 100 with y'all. If we keep seeing all the negatives, it will have a negative impact on our health. And Taurus is about health. And if we I'll also put this one up here. And if it could have a negative impact, just on our ability to manifest, right? I cultivate beauty everywhere. See, Taurus gives us that opportunity to feel like, you know what? I just want to feel happy. I want to feel okay. And so I love the energy of O'Shea, and it matches with the energy of this moon. So I won't go into all the details about it, but listen to what O'Shea signifies. O'Shea is from the Odu, the spiritual tradition out of Nigeria, Ifa. Change and transformation. Compost, um, composting is is what I consider this energy to be. And it's about seeing the beauty in, the bad situation, the beauty in the bad. It really is. This is what this time is about for us. I would, if I were you, take this whole O'Shea wisdom into the rest of 2021. I would just take the whole thing, even into the top of 2022. I'm trying to tell y'all. All right. So it's about composting. What has happened to you that you can take and compost? You can see the beauty in it, and um, it becomes something rich. It becomes a part of your resources, your tools in living. But I love this one for O'Shea. A new precedent must be established in order to find good fortune. I'm going to say that again. A new precedent must be established in order to find good fortune. If you want to see more good fortune in your life, you got to do something new. One of the ladies in my inner circle said this just last night. And one of the things we talked about is how we just get on this one railroad track. This is what we teach in NLP. I've been working on getting my NLP certification. The subconscious, it gets on one railroad track. That's how we live. This is a part of the human makeup. So if you want something new, you've got to get off that railroad track and switch it. Sometimes it takes switching multiple times to get the subconscious to realize this is what you want. So, hi, Nija. How are you, goddess? Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. I freaking Shay. That is the truth. That is the truth. Hello, Alafia. 86. I can't see it. Tell it like it is, 86. Alafia. So here's the last little bit. Change brings abundance. I'm telling y'all, this is in this moon. Okay. This is why I was like, I've got to share this Odu. Change brings abundance. Because of this Uranus, this is what I'm telling you, y'all. We got to do something new. Even if it feels uncomfortable, if you tell yourself, you know what, I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable, especially when I know it's taking me in the direction of where I want to go. And the only reason we really feel uncomfortable is because it's just new. That's it. It's just new. We tell our children, hey, go try something new. Oh, mommy, I don't want to. I'm scared. And we're like, you know what? You're going to be just fine. I want you to try this this new thing, give it a try. And then we can talk afterwards. And inevitably, especially our younger children, they always come back like, mommy, I had the best time. This is like amazing, And sometimes we might have to take them back about 3 or 4 times, 6, 8 times. And then they're finally like, I love this. It's like, oh, this is so exciting. So just like we coach our children, we can coach ourselves. It's really okay. It's safe. It is safe to change, especially when that change is taking you in the direction of your destiny, sisters. Okay, last affirmation. I persevere through unexpected changes. This is a great affirmation to share with your subconscious, I persevere through unexpected changes. Because how are we going to get what we want? And unexpected change, often, sisters, I'm saying this with, a lot of love, because I don't think people understand. Like, I think a lot of people start thinking, what's wrong with me? Why did this happen to me? Right? And we have eclipses coming up. So I just want to tell you, the way the universe is set up is no human left behind. Okay. The universe is like, if she won't change, if he won't change, if there are any brothers looking, watching, if she won't change, then I will change her, because I believe in her destiny and I know she wants this to happen. And so unexpected change sometimes happens because it's taking us in the direction of our destiny, especially when it's us. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. When my mother died, it wasn't unexpected. Like, we knew she was going to die, but it was shocking. A lot of times unexpected changes is shocking, but I didn't have any control over my mother's life. Like, that was her life. She was in charge of that. And so I had to make sense of it for me. That's what we can do. We, just like Nija said, um, where are we, Nija? Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. It's hard when the unexpected change is maybe something you don't want, but after a while, we can begin to make meaning of it that is beneficial. Going back to O'Shea, I want to give you two affirmations that come from this oracle. I know I've already given you some that are more Taurus specific, but I pulled from my affirmation deck. The first one is let me take that down. I'm telling y'all, this is on point. Y'all know I talked about Saturn saying, hey, you're going to have to get things done. Well, this is more of a Saturnian affirmation. I am streamlined. I reduce resistance and minimize clutter in my life. So y'all know clutter ain't always a whole bunch of paper laying around, right? Sometimes it's the internal clutter. Like, I have to really watch my internal clutter. I've been telling myself, I've fallen back into getting on social media way too much. And it's just connection. I mean, that's all it is, more connection. And I just said, it just fills my mind with clutter, because you can't really control what you see if you start scrolling, right? So it might be some internal clutter. It might be emotional clutter. We have to like really take that time to tune in and be aware. What kind of clutter do I have going on here? Right? So, yes, I am streamlined. You can take this into your new moon intentions. And I am proud. Initially, I was like, I am proud, huh? But listen to this. I take deep pleasure in my own achievements. And let me tell you what I started thinking about with this particular affirmation. And I hear it often from some of my coaches. We achieve, and what do we say next? I got to keep achieving because we talked about value. I got to make sure I get my value up, We just keep achieving. But the more we feel proud of our accomplishments, it encourages us. Like, that's part of what is an internal cheerleader, is feeling proud. What do we do oftentimes? Oh, I didn't do this right, or I didn't do that right, or, it's like we just beat ourselves up because we've sort of been trained to do that. And I call that self-taming. But yeah, it's like, why are we doing this? No, I'm proud. I'm proud that I have homeschooled 2 kids, K through 12. I am proud that, I have a great relationship with my husband. I'm telling y'all, sometimes I don't all the time feel super proud because I don't have a lot of material, what this society deems as worthy. I've been a stay-at-home mom, right? I don't. It just seems like when people make money and they have success in the outer world, that is what is, esteemed. I tell people when I look through the Spelman College, I graduated from Spelman College. When I look through the alumni magazine, you're not seeing them like, oh, the best homeschool mom. This one stayed at home with her kids. She's this PhD and she's this CEO. And, I have literally struggled with that. I have not gone to Spelman for a number of years because I'm like, I have not achieved. That's horrible. Don't y'all think so? Don't you? As a matter of fact, I want you to drop. What are you proud of? I would love to hear. I need everybody to take a moment and brag. Because let me tell y'all something. When we do this, it'll make us say, you know what? I'm just gonna keep on going because I'm all that. I'm all that. Okay. Let me just see here. The last little bit that we can talk about, work with Oshun. I have an Oshun Satna. This is something I had created for my inner circle, so I apologize because that's not public. I'm just using some prompts that I had created for them. But essentially, a sadhana is a spiritual practice. And so, what kind of spiritual practices can you do with Oshun? Well, you can light a candle. I recommend it actually to my inner circle, and I think this is important for all of us. Get a candle, and if you can, get a tower candle, and let that baby burn till it burns out. Now, you may feel like, hey, when I go to sleep at night, I need to put this candle out. So you can just snuff it out. You just have a little saucer that I use, and I just set it on top of the candle to snuff it out. And then light it the next morning and just let it keep burning and burning and burning. Okay. And then, if you look on YouTube, there's all kinds of Oshun songs, dance, do art, tap into what brings you joy. Okay. Another thing is do pleasurable activities. This enhances this energy, and it enhances the energy that goes into our rituals. Our intentions. It gives it energy, and it makes them manifest, more quickly or like with certainty. And eat wonderful food. Yes, this is what Taurus is about. Taurus is about pleasure, simple pleasure, though. The other day, my son, who's a Taurus rising, I was like, is this all you want me to get from the restaurant? It was just one thing. He was like, I'm a simple man with simple needs. I was like, he didn't even really know astrology. And he's showing me he's such a Taurus. Simple pleasures. But yeah, light those candles. And let's see here. Here we go. You can put on earth tone candles, or you can just use a white candle. Write your intentions down, speak your intentions into the candle, and get into nature. I'm sorry, y'all, it's cold here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I thought I lived in the South of USA, but it doesn't feel like it today. So I hope that this has been helpful to you all. I thank you for your time. I would love to hear from you about what are your rituals? What are you working on with this moon? How did your rituals go? Do you have any questions? Please, I love answering questions. I live for questions. So drop your questions below. And I'll be coming back on actually tomorrow because there's something else that I wanted to talk about. Where's my little notebook? Oh, something I talked about last night with my inner circle. I was like, I've got to come back and talk about this. It's called, it's talking about intuition and inspiration. These two eyes, they are power tools. Okay. So yeah, please do look for that video tomorrow. Please do have such a manifesting Taurus moon. Love on yourself. Know that you are, just divine wonder. And yeah, if you need a reading or if you would like to join the inner circle where I do deep dives into these kinds of topics, you can find out more information at goddessbodymindspirit.com all of that. I do have new classes that I've started posting for people to purchase so that you can have access to what I'm sharing in the inner circle if you're not a member of the inner circle. Let's see here. Release karmic debt on new moon tonight. Yes, tell it like it is. I love that. Um, and part of that is that Saturn too. So I love that you said that. That's beautiful. I'm going to put this up here so everybody can see. Release karmic debt on this new moon tonight. Love being in this time. Yes, Het Haru being my favorite goddess to connect to. I hear that. Yes, I love Het Haru. Just, this is like the best feeling energy. And there's just so much we can do with Het Haru. You know, anytime we're working with this energy, Taurus is inert and fixed energy, but still, Taurus is about taking what isn't seen and bringing it, into the visible realm. And that's what Het Haru is in Oshun. It's about taking the energy and shaping it and bringing it down, into manifest reality. And that's one of the reasons I'm going to talk tomorrow about intuition and inspiration, is because, it's good that we visualize, but how do we actually materialize? Hello, Dr. Rashawn. Good to see you. Okay, everybody. Thank y'all so much. It has been a joy to be here. And yeah, if you feel so moved, please go on ahead and make sure that you share this video with others in your circle who may want to take advantage of this moon. And again, I would love to hear from you on what are your plans or how did your rituals go? You could always just come back and comment. All right. I see every comment. I do. And I do my best to reply to all of them. Me personally, I don't have any assistants. It's just this girl. Love y'all. Take care. And I appreciate you.